always important to say thank you. As most of our mothers taught us, you have a duty to say thank you, and you can never go wrong saying thank you. So the thing I want to say tonight to all of you is thank you for being here. Thank you for being here tonight. We organize these things once every 3 years, and one never knows who's going to show up. And usually about 2 weeks ago, I was thinking we'd be lucky if we had 20 of us plus the Tapestry Singers here based on the registrations 2 weeks ago. And every night I wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning with knots in my stomach. And then, little by little, the floodgates opened, and up until I think 20 minutes before we started tonight, we still had more new people coming in. So thank you for coming tonight. I want to thank first of all our corporate sponsors. They're highlighted on your sheet here. Corporate sponsors. First of all, Connecticut Wealth Management. There's no one here from Connecticut Wealth Management tonight, but they have been supportive of us. So all of our corporate sponsors underwrote the cost of this whole banquet tonight. So every cost associated with this has been covered by our corporate sponsors. We want to thank Connecticut Wealth Management. We want to thank J.M. Lawson Associates, the president and chief executive officer of which is sitting over there, Jim Lawson. We want to thank Hart Realty Advisors, the president or CEO or whatever he is these days. Where did he go? He left. Well, he was here. David Hart, and Hart Realty Advisors has been very supportive of our work over many years, very generously. We also want to thank DATCO/Thermo King. DATCO, you might know, is the bus that takes your children and grandchildren to school every day, and there are several people from DATCO sitting over here, led by our DATCO delegation, Bob Shagnon. So thank you, DATCO, for your support. And finally, Plug-in Matter. That's our social media company, which is Méline Lavoie right there. So thank you to all of our corporate sponsors for helping us out with the cost of this banquet tonight. I also want to thank the churches in Connecticut and beyond who have helped us out. First of all, they're the three Trinities. You know, I was the pastor of Trinity in Terriffill for 17 years. I was a member of, just sitting in the pews, of Trinity in Hartford for a year and a half or so. And now I'm the pastor again of Trinity in Wethersfield. So every time my wife and I are talking, I say, I'm going to Trinity today. Well, which Trinity are you going to? Kind of confusing. So anyway, first of all, Trinity in Terriffill is where this whole thing was born, and there are many people here from Trinity Church in Terriffill, and they've been very supportive over many, many years now. 16 years that we've been doing this ministry. Trinity Church in Hartford, many of whom are here, some are in other places around the room, have been sponsoring us the last couple of years in various ways. I think last year, amongst other things, you gave your Easter offering to our work, and other individuals from that parish have donated very generously. So thank you, Trinity in Hartford. Trinity in Wethersfield, I like to say we're small but mighty. And a bunch of folks from Trinity in Wethersfield are over here. And they have supported us not only in our medical ministry, but particularly in the school, which is a different thing altogether. But they have just supported 48 scholarships for kids in Bishop Marcus's elementary schools in Kafanchan this year. So thank you, Trinity in Wethersfield. Grace Church in Old Saybrook, the parish that sponsored me for ordination 3.5 years ago. They have been very faithful in supporting us over many years, including just about 10 minutes ago when I was given this, up to and including 10 minutes ago. Very supportive, both as a church and as individual givers, and as also some of our mission trip participants from Trinity Church, Grace Church in Old Saybrook. St. John's Niantic, where's Monsignor Donato? Where is he? Where did he go? Where is he? Yes. Very faithful in supporting us every year with a very generous donation. In fact, up to and including a half an hour ago. So he gave me, save the stamp, right. Christ and Holy Trinity Church, represented by Wendy, here is in East Haven, and they've been very supportive over the last couple of years also. Thank you, Christ and Holy Trinity Church. Christ Church Cathedral, there's no one here tonight because they had a competing event at St. Monica's tonight, but anyway, they have been very supportive and very generous over the last couple of years in helping us. St. Peter's in South Windsor, over here, they've been very generous over the last many years now. So thank you, St. Peter's in South Windsor. St. Paul's Church in Akron, Ohio has been very generous with us over many years. And First Cathedral here, this church, how many from First Cathedral? We have had several First Cathedral members, including Denise, who's the queen of the First Cathedral Mission Outreach Committee, and she's been on how many? Four mission trips so far. Larley, she's the field marshal of the mission trips over there, and several other people from First Cathedral, and they also supported us a couple of years ago with Bishop John's hospital in Gousseau with a very generous donation, which I think bought some of the medical equipment, as I recall, for that hospital in Gousseau. So very grateful for First Cathedral for sponsoring us here tonight, and we're very grateful to First Cathedral. And lastly, South Congregational Church in Granby, Connecticut, where Bill Flanagan. Bill is here from the Outreach Committee of South Congregational Church in Granby, and they also have been very generous with us over the years. And Bill told me they're meeting with their mission committee tomorrow. Is that right, Bill?
Yes.
Yes, tomorrow, and Bill is going to represent us tomorrow, right, Bill? Okay, so thank you, South Congregational Church in Granby. Lastly, I want to talk amongst the church organizations. I want to talk about the Diocese of Connecticut, represented here by our retired bishop, Bishop Smith. They have supported us with Millennium Development Grants over the last few years, 3 or 4 years, and travel grants for everybody who goes on our mission trip for the first time, which is significant. So I calculated today that over the last 3 years, the Diocese of Connecticut has, through the Millennium Development Grants and travel grants, has contributed over $40,000 to our ministry. Also, some other organizations, some of which are churchy and some not. So first of all, Tapestry Singers. For about the last 10 years, has sung a concert or two every year to support our medical missions. All the money they raise goes to buy medicine to help the people on our outreaches. It costs us $2.33 to help a person on our medical outreaches when we do them, which we do every year. And Tapestry Singers, over the years, has raised more than $86,000 through their concerts to help us with medical care. This past year, I think the highest ever was about $12,700, something like that, which, if I'm not real good at math on the fly, but that's a lot of people they helped with medicine this summer. And this little purple thing on your table tells you when the next Tapestry Singers concerts will be to support our medical mission, so we encourage you to come to that. They don't charge to get in, they charge to get out. So, you can come in for free, but we appeal to you to give a generous donation on your way out. Pay as you go. Also, I want to thank the Avon Canton Rotary Club. Where is Raleigh? Raleigh Starrett. Avon Canton Rotary Club has been very generous to us over the last couple of years. Again, same thing. Buying medicine for our outreaches at $2.33 per person. I think it's about $6,000 over the last 3 years, I think it is, that you've given us. In addition to that, they also help buy wells, they call them boreholes in Nigeria, for Bishop Marcus's schools in Nigeria. So thank you very much, Avon Canton Rotary Club. And Raleigh Starrett has really been our inside man at the Avon Canton Rotary Club. We also want to thank the Yoruba Society of Connecticut. There are several Yoruba people here tonight. The Yoruba Society of Connecticut, which has sponsored us for many years with a donation a couple times a year. So thank you all the Yoruba people here tonight.
I greet them in Yoruba.
Yeah, okay. Yes. And there you go. And also Cigna Corporation, which has helped us with employee matching grants, several $1,000s over the last many years. And lastly, Faith Care. Where is Benton? Is he over there? Benton is the executive director of Faith Care in Hartford. Faith Care is an organization we have worked side by side with for many years. We haven't in the last couple of years, but this is the honest truth. We learned everything we know about medical missions, the intensive medical missions, everything we know from Faith Care. That's the truth. So thank you to Faith Care. And lastly, hundreds of individual donors who have helped us over the years. Most of you here are in that category. I want to focus on one individual donor, and that is Lily. So Lily, would you stand up, please? She's getting all embarrassed and turn around and everything. That's Lily. Lily. Okay, you can sit down. I don't want you to get too embarrassed. Lily got confirmed a couple weeks ago. She and her sister both. And her grandma gave her some money for confirmation, both of them. And both of them, instead of deciding to do something selfish with that money, Lily donated $50 to the clinic, was it?
Yes.
Yes. And Hannah, her sister, donated $50 to the school. So anyway, they didn't have to do that. So thank you to all of you who have given in so many ways over the years. We are so grateful, and we couldn't do it without you. Yes, and also, where's Susan Bradley? Susan, where is she? Susan, okay, Susan's father and mother left us a very large sum of money when her father died. And her father told me, he said, I know I'm dying, I'm dying, and I know I'm not going to be around much longer. And I want my money to do something important when I'm gone. And he said, I really admire what you're doing with these clinics in Nigeria. I want you to build some more clinics in Nigeria with this money. And just 2 years ago, we built the Arthur and Esther Bradley Memorial Anglican Hospital. It's our biggest project so far, with money from Susan's parents. And it is our fastest growing, in terms of numbers of patients, our fastest growing hospital in Nigeria. And we're so grateful to the Bradley family for having done that. So why do we do what we do? Why do we do what we do? I like to say that we're a Matthew 25 organization